As a single mother, you should be able to hold your own. Before, you have to live your life like you don't have anybody. This already means that you should be able to pay your rent, you should be able to put your children in schools that you can afford the fees so that you will not be struggling to pay for it. There are a lot of things you should be able to do on your own again, in order so that if you get assistance from outside, be it in the form of a boyfriend or fiance or anybody that wants to support you, it is added. But don't plan with those people in mind, because these are some of the things that scare men away from single mothers. Hi guys, welcome back to the Mom Life Hub. If you are a first time viewer, thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. If you are a returning viewer, you are once again welcome to another section of interesting gist with me. I am your host Chidado, and today I'm going to be talking about 9 kinds of men every single mother should avoid. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. So, once again, as usual, before I start, I'd like to introduce myself. I said earlier, my name is Chidalo, and I'm the host of the Mom Life Hub, a hub dedicated specifically for single mothers. Yes. However, we talk about motherhood and everything related to motherhood, family life, relationships, dating, and so on and so forth. So, I believe that this channel will still benefit any woman out there if you're willing to learn something and you are looking to actually be impacted. So if you don't mind knowing the kind of man every single mother should avoid, stay tuned to the end of this video. And once again, welcome. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to our channel. And by the time you finish watching this video, if you find it interesting or you feel like you learned something from it, please do give it a thumbs up and, tag other single mothers or share it to other single mothers and encourage them to come check out our channel. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. The first kind of man to avoid as a single mother are men who are not clear about their intentions. So when you meet them, they are not don't want to define that relationship. They are just, how people say we are entangled situationships, these names that have come up in recent years in the relationship world. Those are the kind of things they bring into your life. They can't define it, so you just start hooking up. You just start, in one movie, the guy said we are kicking it. You don't know what you're doing with the person. You just know he probably gives you money, and then you guys meet up once in a while and do whatever it is that you do, and then that's it. You don't know if you people are dating. You don't know if he wants to marry you. You don't know. Like you can't even we don't even do that at this age, except that's what you're looking for, because there are single mothers that don't want to marry, so they can easily settle into situationships or friends with benefits kind of situation. But if you are someone with clear goals that I want to date to marry, or I'm looking for a situation where the friends with benefits, then people do it. I don't recommend it. I would never recommend it because it's not my style. But I don't have anything against people that do it. It's their life and it's between them and whatever they believe in. But me, I'm someone that I like to date with purpose. So if you are that kind of person, don't date somebody that cannot define your relationship. I know sometimes men lie. They lie just because they want to get something from you, whatever it is that they want to get with you. But at least let there be a plan, so that even if in the end okay, if he was lying to me, he deceived me, but at least you know that this is what you are doing. You don't just, I feel like at a point in your life you're too big for some certain kind of arrangements in relationships. The next kind of man you should avoid as a single mother are men who want you to get pregnant. Because how wicked can you be that you can see that this woman is already with responsibilities alone and you're willing to give her another one? Unfortunately, they say a lot of women, some people say that you don't know your worth, stop giving your womb to this man. Sometimes these things are unplanned. But I just feel like you just get to a point in your life, you just know that if you already have some kids that their father has abandoned, why would you want to bring another child into the world that another father can abandon? It doesn't make sense. I feel like it's cruel. So anybody that's going to tell you get pregnant knowing you are fruitful, your womb is fertile, you can carry babies, if you want to marry you, they should marry you. Any man that's telling you get pregnant first, if you don't get pregnant, I'm not going to marry you, for me, I just feel that person is cruel. If it's a even done introduction or something. But the truth is, the world is big. People believe in different things these days, and different things work for different folks. If it's something that works for you, fine. But I know that generally it's not ideal, really, for a man to put that in front of you as a condition before they marry you. Because that means it's not even about love, it's about the baby. So when you drop the baby, what about me? What's my value the moment you have your child? So the truth is, some men, that's just what they want from you. And I just feel like, except you don't want substance in that relationship, you're just gonna be a baby making machine. That's what that person is telling you. That's why I'm marrying you. I need babies from you. And if you can't give me babies, go to hell. So if you don't have a baby, if you can't take him for me first, I'm not gonna marry you. I feel like that's reducing you as a person. For me, it's not ideal, and I believe it's the same for many women. Men who don't have clear goals and direction for their lives. A directionless man cannot lead. So any man that you're going to have a relationship with who doesn't have a plan, they don't know what they want their life to be like in the next few years, cannot lead you. And the annoying part about this kind of men is that they want to be the head. They want to be respected. They want to feel like I'm the man. But you don't have any plan. Unfortunately, you know how everybody is ranting now. Who is raising the men? Who is raising the men? Who is teaching the men how to be husbands? How to be fathers? A lot of men were not taught. A lot of men were not raised. You don't know, I'm the man. I'm the man of this house. The things that man of the house are supposed to know. The things that man of the house are supposed to do. You are clueless. You don't know shit. So, baby girl, you need to avoid this kind of men because they are going to bring disorder into your life and blame you for not being able to organize it because they feel like it is the job of a woman to keep a home. So what is your job? Is it just to put sperms into her and make babies? There are in marriage there are hard decisions. Your child's life can be at stake and they are telling you, is it the wife or the baby? Who are we saving? And you are short your days. You don't know who to choose because you're someone that cannot be organized, be coordinated. You cannot have a plan. They are making hard choices. What are we investing in? Are we buying lands? How are we buying it? Are we doing mortgage? Are we saving? Well, you can't have a plan. They will bring chaos into your life and blame you for not being able to manage the chaos. Avoid these men. I said it in my full chest. The next kind of man you should avoid as a single mother is a man who does not acknowledge your pain. This kind of men lack emotional intelligence. They are emotionally immature. There are people that feel like they must go through something before they feel pain. You know how I remember in those days people would say, like when they are hearing of bomb blasts and killings, massacres in the northern part of Nigeria, and they are saying, those of you in the east, those of you in the west, you guys are calm. Nobody is saying anything because it's not reaching your side. Until the next thing, banditry started spreading across the nation. Gradually, people can't go into their family. Now everybody's started shouting. It's not good. We shouldn't wait until drama reaches your home before you can acknowledge that evil is evil. You get? That's how some people are. They are emotionally immature. They lack emotional intelligence. In other words, they cannot relate to pain. They cannot be empathic until something is going through them. And I feel like that's the problem of people who insult and shade single mothers. A lot of people, it takes them having a sister that is a single mother or having a friend that is a single mother before they can relate to the pain or single. But it shouldn't be. I grew up an orphan. You don't need to lose your father or mother before you can understand my pain. You may not feel it as much as I feel it, or I felt it. But imagine that your father that you have now, that you love so much, that loves you so much, that does everything. Imagine someone removing him from your life. Imagine how your life can become. Then put me in that situation and picture it. And that's how you can grow empathy. And some people, that empathy is far from them. When someone cannot acknowledge your pain, I'm not saying they should pity you and pityrize your life, whatever. But when someone can acknowledge your pain, they won't want to put you through the same thing that you have gone through. They are empathic, they are considerate towards you. If that person really, really loves you and cares about you, they will not want to hurt you. Why? Because they know that you've been hurt. When you pick a motherless child from the street and decide to take that child in, you don't come in and make that child feel the absence of their mother. You want to do what you can to make that child, even if you may not be their mother, but at least to a large extent, make that child feel the love of a mother. This is just the kind of example I can give, but I just believe that you can understand what I'm saying. Someone who does not acknowledge your pain will put you through that pain again. So don't even bother. Avoid anybody that once you're telling them this is what you have been through before. Let's say you are talking of rape. You say, somebody raped you as a child, and they say, are you sure? Are you sure? Do you have evidence? Okay, after all these 10 years, why are you bringing it up now? And this is someone that claims they love you. They are dating you, they want to marry you. They are telling you, are you sure? Who knows? Maybe it's because of the way you dress around the man that now made him to notice you. Someone that loves you, girl, run for your life. For real. Avoid anybody that does not acknowledge you. The next kind of man to avoid as a single mother are men who don't support you financially. Yes. If a man does not support you financially, avoid that man. For instance, as a single mother, you already have a lot. I think that's just it. You already have a lot on your plate. I know, yes, the general knowledge is single mothers are looking for who will pay your bills. Single mothers are looking for who will take care of their children. They want people to come and be responsible for children they did not give birth to them. So leave them alone. You people will insult single mothers, insulting, but they are still women in the end. You still see them. You like their boobs, you like their butts, you like their body, you like their figure shape. You still want them. Forget all these rants. There are younger girls in the street, but you people will not still let single mothers rest. As a woman, you should know you are still beautiful. Men will still come after you, but sometimes they are selfish. They don't want. There is this mentality they will not be responsible for another man's children. So they like you, but they don't like your kids. Avoid those kind of men. Those kind of men, if you want to cry for school fees from now to tomorrow, they will never support you. Cry for rent from now to tomorrow, they will never support you. As a single mother, you should be able to hold your own. Before, you have to live your life like you don't have anybody. This already means that you should be able to pay your rent. You should be able to take for your children in schools that you can afford the fees, so that you will not be struggling to pay for it. There are a lot of things you should be able to do on your own again, so that if you get assistance from outside, be it in the form of a boyfriend or fiancé or anybody that wants to support you, it is added. But don't plan with those people in mind, because these are some of the things that scare men away from single mothers. You don't want to make them feel like they are coming to carry your load. So be aware of that. But now, if you're already in that position where you're already independent as a single mother, another man is coming into, and a man is coming into your life, he knows he's not coming. So man, before you came in, she's paying her bills like completely. If you're coming, it could small thing that you are okay, baby, you're doing okay, just take this one as support. Okay, let's even say you don't want to do, but the worst kind of man is the one that even in that little that you have seen that this woman has responsibility, you still want to take. You still want to take and take and take and take. Instead of you to be a helper, you are now like a third child to that woman. You are now like a third child or fourth child or fifth child, depending on how many kids the woman has already. Avoid that kind of man. Yes, avoid it, because if you continue with that person and it leads to marriage, if at all there are some of those kind of ones are even not serious, don't even want to marry, because if they can't give you, that means they already see you and your children as a liability. They will never marry you. But let's assume this one is even gold digging enough to want to marry you. If that person marries you, just know that you are taking care of him and your children. He's not coming into your life to help out in any way, and you don't need that. Now, this particular one is dicey. The next kind of man to avoid as a single mother. The kind of man that wants kids only. The kind of man that wants kids alone, or they just want a wife. I know that it sounds ridiculous, but let me explain. That's because I've met this kind of people in my life since I became a single parent. The first kind of man, he doesn't want to be a husband. Ask any happily married couples are the ones that can relate with this thing very well. Go and ask any woman that is happily married, because not everybody is happily married. Many people are married, but not everybody is happily married. Happily married women will tell you the things their husbands do that bring them peace in their marriage. There are men that are not ready to do it. The things that bring their wives peace. In fact, those kind of men feel it is the job of a woman. A woman is created for them. They don't have any responsibilities towards you. Taking care of you, doing things for you, doing things to please you. They don't have time for that. They just know that if they marry you, you have kids for them, cook for them. They have a long list of what a woman should do for a man. Ask them what a man should do for a man. The only thing they will tell you is, I will marry you now. That's all they have to offer you. Bride price. Mrs. And that's why a lot of people are in bondage inside marriage. Mrs. John, Mrs. Peter. But that's all they have. They are depressed, they are miserable, they are having kids. The guy is proud of himself. I'm the father of 4, but his wife is miserable. These ones don't want to be husbands, so they just want to be fathers. They just want to be acknowledged by society and bask in whatever, having a wife and children. But at home, they don't do anything to make you happy. So be careful. It's a very, very delicate. It's almost like a blind spot. If you're not careful, you will think that it's a thing of value that they want to marry you. But this is how a lot of people have been deceived. People that are miserable in their marriage can relate, but they may not come out boldly and tell you, because they are among those that insult single mothers. The other type are the ones that just want a wife. How I've experienced this kind of people is, I've seen this guy, he has 3 kids or 4 kids or thereabouts. Nobody, like small children, they just need a wife. Somebody to stay in the house and take care of the children. Yes, they will tell you the benefits, they'll take care of you, but I just feel like if you don't have friendship in marriage, if you don't have friendship, if you don't have that chemistry, that bond that binds you together, that when you are away, you want to rush home and see your wife. If you don't have that, if it's just that you are confident you can stay 3 months in your wherever you go to and know that there is a woman at home taking care of your children, you are okay. But the woman, her emotional needs, her sexual needs, her material needs, other whatever need women need inside that marriage, you're not ready to fulfill it. You just want somebody because you don't want to pay a nanny. As a father, I have to tell somebody, why don't you get a nanny? Because obviously, what you need is someone that will be taking care of your kids. Get a nanny. I have raised people's children before, different times. I have a help that just left my house after 7 years, and she's getting married now. Raising people's children is not my problem. But my problem is when it is why you want to marry me. You want to marry me because you want me to take care of your kids. Get a nanny. Ladies, that's just it. That's the simple way to spell it out. If a guy is marrying you because he likes you, he loves your personality, you guys, when you talk, you can relate, you can have a conversation, you can plan your future together, you have chemistry, just the normal way you date. The only difference is that he has kids, he probably do. But leave the kids aside, do you have a relationship? Then go ahead. But not that outside his kids and you taking care of them, you cannot have a relationship with that person. It's a very useless relationship. Trust me, you're going to be miserable the second time. The next kind of man to avoid as a single mother are men that have traits of violence and aggression. From punching the wall when you are fighting, trying to raise his hands at you, or even actually hitting you at all. Guys, ladies, run from that kind of man, because if he's violent, if he throws things, if he scatters things when you have an argument, you cannot sit down, you will argue it out and move on. Run from him, because one day he's going to hit you, and if he hits you, he's going to hit your kid or your kids. So you don't want your children growing up and watching their mother being beaten. It just never goes well for children. Most of those kids grow up with mental health issues and still bringing a lot of chaos into the world. So please avoid violence and aggressiveness. Next kind of men that you should avoid as a single mother. I know that many women will not like it. They will insult me. They will call me Obasabi, Mrs. Righteous, whatever it is that you people feel you should call me. But I just feel this is just the right thing. Avoid people's husbands. Avoid married men. But this particular one is, unfortunately, is a personal thing. It's not a general standard. Generally, people should avoid aggressive people and stuff. But you see, this particular one is based on choice. Because then ladies will tell you, please, if I see a married man that can take care of me, I will go. But I just feel like morally, it's just not okay. It's just not cool to be the reason another woman is sad. You alone, being a single mother, you know how hard it is. Why would you be the reason another woman becomes a single mother? Because if that marriage breaks and the guy leaves her, or she decides to leave because of the infidelity, that's another single mother in the society, making life difficult for women around the world. Why can't you be the one person that can say no to a married man's advances? I mean, for all the single mothers, there are so many single dads, divorcees, widowers. There are so many of them out there. Like, you can choose one. Leave somebody that is already married. Yes, if I say no, another woman will accept. Don't be that woman. Be the one to say, sir, you are married, go home to your wife. Let there be that sense of response. Like, so there are still women that are like this. Yes, there are. Come on. Like, that's just it. It's just not okay. I don't need to start listing 50 reasons why it's not good to date a married man. Just leave people's husbands alone. Really. Okay? Then the last but not the least kind of men to avoid as a single mother are men that don't like women. Men that don't like women. What do I mean? It's not that they don't like having sex. It's not that they don't like possessing your body. But these kind of men only see women as objects, sex objects, or slaves. In other words, they need you for sex and for chores, for pleasing them, for their pleasure. But for them to love you up, treat you right, treat you like a queen, treat you like a lady, they are not up for it. These are men you will find in most comment sections insulting women. What do you bring to the table? They are them. If a husband is bringing all the money, what are you going to be bringing? You're asking someone that will have your child, not that child. They will cut her womb or her vagina, whatever, while she's having your kid. When you finally decide to go out and be making the money, she's expected to stay and raise these kids, do school runs, do this, nurture you, clothe you, clean your house, everything. You're asking her what she brings to the table. Most of the kind of men, they don't like women. They just like what a woman can provide. That's nurture, that's nurturing ability. ability to take care of them and their needs, but they are not ready to give anything back. And I don't just mean money. I don't just mean money. They are not ready to care about you. The same reason they will say a man can be sick and the wife will take care of them. But if the wife falls sick, the man will start cheating on her, or he will leave her. So a lot of men don't like women. A lot, unfortunately, it's what they don't like women. They like what women bring. The sexual satisfaction, the things you can do in the home, but you as a person, just loving you and taking a lot of men don't know what it is. A lot of men think love is give her money for food. The affection, they can't deliver. So you need to be sure. And one of the ways to find out in today's world is to check their social media. Check what they are writing. Yes, if it's someone you know personally, check what they are writing, check their relationship with other people, with females in their life. How do they behave towards women in their life? Be it in the workplace, in their neighborhood, their neighbors, his relationship with his mom, his relationship with his sisters, female cousins. Just observe that person and know, does this person respect women? Does this person have sympathy towards women? Does this person see women as people to be protected? Or does he see women as people to be subdued and oppressed? So those are things you should look out for. Okay? So that will be all on 9 kinds of men you should avoid as a single mother. Look out for these things. And I believe that this is also applicable to single ladies who have never been married before, who are in the market, single and searching. Shine your eyes, open your eye. You know, the relationship world has become like finding a good man is like finding a needle in a haystack. So please, watch well, tear your eye. Some of us, we don't already enter. See Shegebanza, come out. And we are just sharing these things so that we will not make mistakes again. So sisters, what do you think about this kind of men I talked about? Have you encountered any of them? Let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Are they the kind of men that I missed out? Let me know. Let's have this conversation in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, and please share to other single mothers. Share on your Facebook page, share on your WhatsApp community, share to other women in your community. And please do subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Let's keep growing this community. If you're a single mother and you want to join our community of single mothers in Nigeria, please click the link in the description box. Or please, you are going to be vetted before you join that community. Be willing to answer the questions. If you are really a single mother and you want to be part of the community, don't be offended by it. We have to do that to ward off scammers and creepy people who just want to come into the community for no reason at all. Okay? So thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. Till next time, I am Chidalo and I'll see you. Bye.